You ever notice how Nickelodeon stars, Disney stars, after they've reached their time and kind of, lose their fame from the Disney realm and have to go and actually be adults, they tend to fall apart? Yeah, well, Raven from That's So Raven, she actually breaks that down. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is a channel where we find the truth, seek understanding, and it be the light. It's your boy, Big Blue. And we're just going to go right into it. So, Raven from the show That's So Raven, Disney Channel show, famous Disney Channel show. She talks about why Disney stars fall apart. Why is it when they finish with their shows and they have to end up actually being adults? Things go south. And we see this with plenty of actors. Let's see. I can't say anything about Raven. I mean, clearly she's in her right mind. Miley Cyrus has gone through a lot. I think if I recall, they're going to mention Amanda Bynes. Definitely have gone through a lot. Orlando Brown from the That's So Raven show. Definitely going through a lot. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and go right into it. So Raven is sitting down with Jamie Kennedy, another actor in these type of shows. Let's see what's going on and see why.
So much.
Why do you think the Disney Channel alumni end up the way they are? That was your original question to me.
If you want to, I mean, Nickelodeon. There's a.
I can't touch a topic I don't know.
Okay. Well, yeah. But there's a. Well, here's what I want to say. Again, because I know only a few adult actors that have come through as children.
Yeah.
And they're good. Mm-hmm. Some are completely out of the business.
This is true.
Some of them, God rest their soul, aren't with us anymore. And some of them are doing good.
And are scarred from the industry and will never come back. Yeah.
So, I mean, look, there's a ton of stuff. I mean, there's stealing of the person's money. There's like the thing of you don't even know what you're on. You're on a set like you don't even remember that part. I don't have a memory before 6. So if you did 5 years on a show, you don't remember it.
Yeah.
There's money stealing. There's the pressures of fame. You're 11, but you're really 37. You know what I mean? And it's like there's access to drugs. There's
access to sex.
Yeah, I mean it's sick, but there's pedos. There's all types of shit. And I haven't seen that. But like you hear more and more now, and then like the darkness, and then if you want to go dark, it's like how dark do you want to go?
How dark do you want to go?
Well, I mean, like there is some occultism. I mean, it's up to you,
lot of
and it's up to you to decide what you want to share. So I think that people come out of it. I applaud them because I could almost cry. Like I worked with Amanda when she was 16 years old, and I'm sorry.
I love me some Amanda.
She's so sweet.
She's super sweet. I talk to her now.
Sweet.
I talk to her every now and then now because I want to go like this.
her.
I want to go like this. Come here into my black Southern arms and give me a hug, mama, because you need a hug. She's going through it, you guys. She's going through it.
I don't know what happened to her, and I just remember how sweet she was, and all of the different. I didn't even know that was gonna happen to me. Like she was the epitome of sun, and I don't know what she's going through. And the business does that, and but there's other people like you're so shiny and it's beautiful. And then there's like my buddy Corey. Corey's been in it since he's 3. He's seen
the world that we are in,
and he's doing good.
Yeah. I will say this: I wasn't able to be friends with her at her height and time.
You guys both had a similar height?
We had a similar height at a similar time, and I wanted to work with her so bad. It just didn't pan out. And then when I saw everything that happened, I was like, I need to reach out to her. I know she doesn't know me from Adam. We did a couple of things. Like we did TRL together, and then we did a magazine cover together, whatever. But people like that, we just need to go and hug. We don't need to make fun of. We don't need to perpetuate whatever's going on with them. And I feel like that's the part that hurts me the most about Hollywood and the way that we've set up how to speak to celebrities. When we fall, when stars fall, we tend to laugh and point and say, I knew it, instead of realizing that there is a lot of that we have to manage that not a normal brain is used to managing.
Beyond true. it's like, but people look at it, there's a jealousy there. There's an not understanding there. It's like, if some people are jealous, you don't know what somebody gave up. No one handed anyone anything. And if they did, Lana Turner, the only person you ever heard of getting it in a coffee shop, you still have to maintain it. So you can get a break. It doesn't mean you're going to last 30 years. So I always say the most hardest thing to be in this business, and you correct me, is to be a young actress, because everybody wants to use you and then they want to discard you. And if you can pull through that, when I see Helen Mirren, I'm like, God bless you. How'd you do it?
Oh my God, she's so good.
Yeah.
I want to add to it because I'm not saying that you're wrong. What I'm saying is when you're a young actor coming up in the industry,
yeah, young boy too.
You also hit this section in your career where, do I move forward or do I wait and go away? And that comes when the sexual aspect of, do they see me as sexy, comes, right?
What is that?
Meaning, so, Amanda did Maxim.
But she had to be 18.
But still, she was a child star. And then you have to make that bridge into adulthood, which is, are you attractive to us? And you already have that thought process when you're younger. You know what I mean? So that's why you have these moments in child stars' careers where, like, why did they do that? But they're trying to be sexy and they're trying to do that. So not only do you have to wear all those hats, but you also, let's break it down for the people that aren't in the industry. You're going to high school. The high school that you're going to, most of the time, you started off with those people in kindergarten. And you're growing up. By the time you get to high school, that's when you get puberty. That's when things start to look awkward. But thank goodness you're just in your high school. But you know the drama that comes with that moment. When you get boobs for the first time, it's like, oh my God, I don't want to show it. Now imagine that with the whole world watching. It's just the whole world watching you go through that day when you get your period for the first time and you have to be on a red carpet and everyone's looking at you. Or pick a problem. Pick a childhood growth and then put it in front of the camera. And that was when I was growing up. Now it's like Instagram and TikTok. Do it again on small screen and big screen and tell me that you're normal in the brain. Tell me you're normal in the brain. Prove it. I dare to prove it. You're not. You can't be. It's impossible. And like you said a while ago, you're 11 on a show, but then you're expected to be 35. You know what I mean? And people are like, well, the brain can't handle that. The brain will do anything in order to survive. The brain will change its dynamic and its growth pattern in order to survive. And at 11 years old, please, not everybody does this, but I know that I did it, and I know a lot of people that I grew up in the industry did it. We knew that we were on $1 million shows, and if we didn't show up, we ruined something. The pressure comes. At 11 years old, somebody that's not in the industry, you don't go to school. Oh, you're sick. You're fine. You don't go to work.
Wow.
You don't go to what? Now it's different though. Now it's extremely different, and I'm learning this new generation. You can be sick and not show up to work.
Oh. Wow.
You can do that.
At 11?
You can do that, and you can call a therapist and like, I don't feel good because this person said something. I want the culture. You can. How
the turns have tabled. That's the same thing that I was wondering. Like, my nieces and my daughter, one of the things that they kept bringing up, they're all in high school now. One of the things they kept bringing up, well, my daughter, she's in college. One of the things they kept bringing up was this whole mental health day. What the heck is that? What is this mental health day? A day where you just need to de-stress, and there's just so much going on. I still don't believe it. Because I went through the exact, you know what? The problem, I believe, is social media. And that is because I ripped myself out. The problem, I believe, is social media, and that is because that is the one difference that I had that's the one difference between me and the people of my generation and them. Outside of that, there really isn't much that is different. School was still the same. The curriculum, a little different because of the new stuff that they're teaching now. But outside of that, high school was still the same. The only difference is their access to social media and being able to contact and talk to each other just often. Back in my day, there was only one computer in the house. Well, even in elementary school, middle school. When I got to high school, I then was able to get a phone, but then I didn't have social media. There wasn't social media on your phones. I was only able to play Snake. So there was one computer, and it wasn't often I would always have access to a computer to check on MySpace and this, that, and the third. That's when it kind of started. But then even then, having a mental health day to where you could just be at home because you're stressed. Stressed for what? What is stressing you out? What is going on in school that's stressing you out? You go to school, you listen, you don't listen like a lot of kids do, which I know because I didn't. And you go home, you do your homework, you mess around, go outside, play, whatever the case may be. There was difference in what we did with our time. That seems to be the only difference. Now, comment, let me know in the comment section if you feel otherwise. But for my generation, the millennials born 1991, and this new generation now, the only difference I see is social media. Tell me otherwise. I want to know because it seems like that's the same case here. Actors can now take mental health days. They can now talk to therapists because now they see in the industry that, or not that they see, but they're making a requirement that they're, be mindful of the stress levels and stuff like that of their actors, their young actors. So they're given these, given these opportunities. But I mean, yeah, it seems to be it's a new, different day and age, but that's interesting to hear. Let's get back to it.
Was that allowed back in the day?
No.
Never.
No. Oh, Raven, she's being a little diva. 12-year-old bitch. I got my whole shit is fucked up now because she didn't come on Thursday to the set. So now I can't go to Palm Springs this weekend because we got to do a pickup shot.
Now you can call in sick to a show.
Wow.
And it's not judged like that.
Wow.
I'm not used to that. That's the
We're old now. We are now old. We are old school, and it's crazy to think like that. If you're in your 30s, you are out now old news. Everything that you knew, you are now the ones that is saying back in my day. We are here, guys. As much as you don't want to think about it, we are here. I don't know how often, for all my people that are in your 30s, it is okay. You may not be around kids as much as I am, but when you're around kids and you see the stuff that they say, it's going to come out your mouth. Back in my day, we're here. It's a new age, guys. It's a new age. It's crazy, but hey, this is all part of life. Everything that they said in the past about, when you get older, this, that, and the third. Yep, it's here. And we're doing the same exact thing as when they were younger and all that stuff. So the cycle continues.
world I grew up in, yo.
That is so different. And here's the good news that it's happening.
Yeah.
Here's the bad news.
That it's
Don't take advantage of it.
Oh, they will.
Because that's the thing. Is like, see, part of me loves the fact that you had that pressure on yourself because
it stuck with me forever.
You're strong.
I'm strong.
You know what I mean? Like
grit.
Like Drew. I consider Drew is
strong.
Drew is a keystone of our business. And then I just had Tori on. Keystone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but should the life been a little easier on Drew and Tori? Yes, it should.
Yes, it should have.
Yes, it
Yes, it should have.
So did you probably get maybe a little less than Drew and Tori? Maybe not. You know what I mean?
But I was.
But now it's going to be, say it. But now it's good, but I don't want people to go overboard. Am I making sense?
No, you're making sense to me.
It's just like gentle parenting. It's just like the whole gentle parenting thing. And I don't even think gentle parenting is, to me, it's just like gentle parenting in the sense of overcompensating. You were hit with, so much when you were younger. So then now that you're in a situation where you are now on the opposite end, you don't try to do as much because of what you received when you were younger. Same thing with work. Well, we got a lot of feedback that people were just, burnt out, this, that, and the third. So now we're just going to be lax. Everybody gets unlimited PTO and you can have, unlimited sick days and all that stuff. Now, from the worker standpoint, great. That's absolutely fabulous. But from the business standpoint, that could be detrimental because, like he's saying, it could be taken advantage of. There needs to be a fine median. And right now, if we are in our current day and age, we haven't found that median yet. Well, depending on the topic, the situation, we haven't found that medium. Dealing with mental health and like trying to be considerate, I feel like in a lot of areas that medium hasn't been there yet. But yeah, I agree.
What I was going to say is that mine was probably as strong because I was black girl trying to make it in the industry.
You got extra.
I had a little extra. You know what I mean? I had an extra bunch of people on my back
people
saying,
put that shit on you. NAACP. Oh, here's our hero. She's
go
13. Oh, blaze it, girl. You know what I mean?
Go through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what Drew and Tori went through should never happen to anybody. And again, I'm not saying that this new generation is doing the wrong thing. I'm saying that it's just going to create a different kind of human now.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, because if we can avoid having an Amanda sitch, that we should at all costs.
Most definitely.
And so it's just wild that you just said that. Like, I'm thinking, like, you're right. Imagine 2003, People's Choice. You're on the red carpet. For me, it was different for me than it was for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, you got yours, but like I had already lived, and I'm a dude, so it's like
it's different. I love Amanda, and I'm rooting for her, and she's rooting for herself, which I love.
Good.
And I think the culture of children in Hollywood is going to change, and I really hope it does. And I will never put my kids in the industry before the age of 18. If they want to be in it, they have to. If I have kids, they have to wait.
That says a lot.
I want you to go through school. I want you to have a version of yourself that isn't performative for massive amounts of people.
I believe and condone everything that Raven said. One interesting thing was my daughter had mentioned putting a social media page for, not my daughter, sorry. My wife had mentioned putting a social media page for our toddler. She's now 3. And I was always against it every time. I see people that have social media pages for their kids, this and the third, and just always putting them online. I don't like it. That's not what we're doing here. I refuse to have my kids, their face be out there in public for the world to see every single day. For what? To maybe get some coins off of it? No, that's okay. I would rather have my face be for the world to see every single day rather than my kids. I need my kids to be kids. I need my kids to dive into the word. I need my kids to grow in their spirit and then be of influence to somebody else. I need my kids to not be focused on the things that we can't control. Social media. You can be trending, but you can't control who's watching. You can't control how much of it they're watching, unless you block certain stuff. But at that point, you're just not putting it out there. And you cannot control what people say. It was easier back then because all you had to deal with is when you're actually out and facing these people and the stuff that we're saying on TV and on the radio and on the newspaper and stuff like that. That was it. But now it's within your phone. You can see everything that everybody's saying. Every article, every comment to every post, every video, just like we're doing right now, that everybody is doing about you. It's all out there. Kids should not be going through this because they're not mentally there for it. That's a high capacity. Just dealing with the normal things of growing and changing when you're in high school, that's already enough. To be out on the red carpet and dealing with all these things in your mind while you're in development, you don't really get a sense of what is actually real because you're a kid. What kid gets a sense of what is real until they actually become an adult? So now when a kid is taking part and in part of an industry that deals with a lot of adults and that adults are also a part of, they now are in a realm of adults and thus think that this is life when it's not. The idea of just being in the entertainment industry, even music, is a slippery slope. I like no part in that whatsoever. There are a lot of evil people that is in the entertainment industry that will try to manipulate you. There's very few people that is actually out there actually doing God's work that is actually there to help and uplift and not have done anything that could be detrimental and cause issues to a child's life. They said it themselves. There's so much that goes on in these channels and all the stuff that they're doing on the back end. Why would I knowingly put my child through that? Nah, bro. I'm good. I'll do what I need to as a man of the household. I need my kids to grow and learn and to be of an example to other people and live this world out. Do it is the things that they need to, but know that God will provide for them what it is that they need. They just need to search for God and do his will. I hate that this happened to these stars, especially for Amanda, situations that Miley Cyrus was going through, and all these other stars that have just been Orlando Brown, the craziness that he's going through. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Peace.